Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red. Last episode I just beat Brock and we're just going to go into Route 3 or whatever route that is to the right of Pewter City. And there's a lot of trainers here, but that's okay because we need the experience. We got Squirtle on our side and like Rattly and Grub and Weedle Boys who are just kind of dragging me back. But that's okay. Yeah, I should probably talk about this cool border I made. I mean, it's inspired by... I don't know if it's exclusive to Pokemon Stadium, but like if you put Pokemon Red in Pokemon Stadium, then you get a border that looks 90% like this, except it would be... the gameplay would be a lot smaller, and then the cards would be bigger compared to the size of the gameplay. And then it would say like red up top and like some random Nintendo 64 button thing on the bottom. But the way I made this is that I cropped out like the box for the frame, and then, well actually no, I like downloaded the picture because I guess like that's just on Google, and like so I brought that up so that the height would be 720. And I just cropped out the Pokemon card things on the sides, and then I found I recorded gameplay, and then I screenshot the gameplay, and then I was just able to like stretch that so that the frame and the gameplay would be like most of the screen. I know the top of the frame is a bit cropped off, but that's okay. It's not super noticeable. Like when I record stuff on the Elgato, it doesn't get centered, which really upsets me. So like back when I would like just have the frame, before I would just like zoom in the entire gameplay on the frame. So like on I don't know if I fixed it yet on Mario Sunshine, but like Sonic Adventure and probably Mario Sunshine, I think the gameplay was like a couple pixels to the left, so that like the border, it wasn't centered. I guess. Well, I mean the gameplay wasn't centered, but the border wouldn't be centered too. So you'd see that there's just like extra pixels. Ugh, like I'm talking. So I'm like already 35 minutes straight into talking, and like my mouth is just getting sticky. But yeah, I mean like I spent a while on Photoshop making sure the left and right side of the frame would be even. Maybe not the inside of the frame or like the parts of the cards, but I believe it's 12 pixels from the first black frame on the card's outline to the edge of the video. Otherwise, everything else is kind of like uncentered. The pink gaps between the card and the frame, they may look a bit uneven, but that's because like it's really hard to crop stuff from like when you're zoomed out. Because like I don't know, I'm kind of a perfectionist, but I'm not. So like. It looks good enough to me, and that's really what matters. And it's like still like really good looking. But yeah, I think last episode I kind of, not so much a cliffhanger, but I was like talking about my fucking Pidgey I raised to level 30 or 40 on Pokemon Yellow. So yeah, Brock is just fucking tough to beat with just a Pikachu, and like well, I mean, I guess he doesn't have any rock type attacks, but like I think Rock resists Electric, Bug, Normal, and Flying. So even if you did catch any of the Pokemon that are available, you wouldn't be able to beat him. I don't know if Mankey's available in Yellow, but I was saying like Nidoran was like the option to beat Brock. And so that means you pretty much have to have a Nidoran on your team unless you're just going to use it for one gym and then like see you later. But yeah, I didn't know about Nidoran, so I caught a Pidgey and I trained that to like level 30 or 40. And it's going to make an appearance on this Let's Play because there's a Pokemon I'll be catching next episode. And you have to evolve it by trading. And speaking of evolution, Rocket is evolving. But like, yeah, I just had that Pidgey, yeah, I believe it was a Pidgeot by the time I beat Brock. And then like, it just became the main Pokemon on my team, and then like the Pokemon Yellow gameplay will make an appearance on episode, like for like 1 minute on episode 5 at the beginning. So if you want to jump to that in the future, well I guess no one's watching this in the present, so it will already be available in the future. But yeah, I had like level 50 some Pidgeot and then like a bunch of like level 30 Pokemon. And I think I only had like 5 badges on that playthrough. Although, if I was interested now, I could probably just like go through the rest of the game with the Pidgeot, and like it would officially be the God Pidgeot. And I know those games use batteries. I don't know how long the batteries last. I mean, like, there's no... I guess it's for saving stuff, but that yellow cart, the battery has been alive and well since I got the game, which was like 13 years ago. Well, maybe not, 12 or 13. So, like, I know on Pokemon Silver and Gold, I don't know about Crystal, but like, those batteries, like, they don't just save, they also save like a clock, because they have like day mechanics in those games. But in like my Silver and Gold cards, like their batteries are dead, and I know I've replaced them once. I guess I don't remember when I got them, so like that was when I was like in 1st grade, I think, and I had to replace them when I was in 7th or 8th grade. So yeah, that was about 7 years. So that means they must have been replaced at some point beforehand, because that was like 2004. But like Silver and Gold came out in 2000. So I don't know, maybe I just got lucky with that battery. But then... Wait, how'd it go? No, wait, I think the batteries... Man, I don't remember anymore. I remember replacing them at some point between, like, when I was in 5th grade and 8th grade, which would have been... Or no, was it before? It had to be, like, 5th grade. Because when I was, like, in 6th and 7th grade, me and my sister did, like, a bit of a versus thing. I think I mentioned this on my Sapphire playthrough, but, like, we would just, like, play Silver and Gold at the exact same time every time we'd play it. And, like... I think the goal was that once we both beat the Elite Four, so I was like on track to do it like a few hours before her. Probably. I mean, I was like at the 7th gym, and she was about to get to like the 5th gym. But I mean, the 5th and 6th gym are like pretty close to each other. I don't remember how long the Ampharos Lighthouse thing takes, because I haven't really played Silver since that playthrough. And Soul Silver too. But man, I'm like losing track of what I'm talking about now, but yeah, I lost track now. Great. I'm sure I'll remember in like 10 seconds and be like, oh, I remember. But shoot. That's what I hate about rambling. I don't like write down. Well, I could write down stuff. I'm holding my Wii U gamepad because like this is like the most effective. Oh, I guess there's a virus threat on my laptop. Your device was scanned 2 times. Okay, thanks, laptop. Well, here, okay, let's talk about my laptop, and then we'll talk about the Wii U. So, like, I got this laptop, like, 2 years ago. It was gonna be, like, my college laptop. And it's been doing me pretty well, although I just, like, use it for... Well, I do it for, like, college assignments. I mean, mostly just Word, but... I am done taking writing classes, unless there's like some random journalism class I have to take in the future. But yeah, I guess let's talk about college a bit. I mean, I did just finish my 2nd year, but like, oh my god, I got 3 things I want to talk about now. Okay, so hold on. Now we gotta talk about goddamn Spearow. Okay, I was gonna name it B-17 to like reference the B-17 bomber game on the Atari or ColecoVision or Intellivision or something. But I forgot that there weren't numbers on Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow. So I do L and then a question mark. I mean, that kind of looks like 17. But now I'm not even gonna call it B-17. It's just BL? Like, BL. That's your name, Spearow. BL. Not B-17. BL. Okay, so the laptop, I got that 2 years ago, and then... like, randomly in February, the battery just started going, like, really bad. Like, it would just die at 50%. And, like, every single time it would turn off, like, it would get worse the next time. So, like, I would get, like, in February, I would get the warning that the battery is low, and then, like, after a minute, it would turn off. Normally, it would, like, say battery is low at, like, 13% or something, maybe even a bit lower. And then, like, oh, okay, like, that means you got, like, 10 minutes to get your charger. But, like, okay, 1 minute isn't enough, although I, like, almost exclusively use my laptop in my bedroom. Like, it's just on a stool at the foot of my bed, and then I just sit on the bed like a chair, lean, or, like, slouch forward. You already know how it is. No, you don't. But, then it just got worse and worse, and, like, sometimes it would, like, give me the low battery warning and then, like, immediately turn off. So it's like, oh, I don't even get to react to that. And then it just, like, would turn off before I even get the low battery warning. And it's crazy because in one of my classes we had a group assignment. And, like, what are the odds that my partner has the exact same laptop as me? I think she said, I don't know if she bought it at the same place. We didn't, like, figure that out. But she said she bought hers, like, at the exact same time. Although that would make sense because, you know, like, there's so many laptop models that come out every year, and, I mean, they'll be probably out of stock 1 year later. But, like, yeah, we got the exact same laptop model, and she told me in February she was having the same problems too. And I'm like, okay, like, is there something going on? Apparently there was an update I could take for the laptop. I don't know if I did that yet. I've had all my tabs open for the longest time. I suppose I could find out if I were to make a new document in Word. It would be like, new document 8 or something. Which would be like, since the last time it turned off. I should probably turn this off and give it a nice little rest. I've just been, like, making it, like, render and upload all my videos to YouTube because, like, it's like transfer into the Wii U discussion. I edit the videos, and then I upload them to YouTube, and then I pull out the Wii U, and then I just watch them on the Wii U, because, like, I don't want my laptop, like, loading the video while it plays, and then recording my audio, because I don't know if that will increase the odds of Audacity not working. Even though that seems to just not want to work randomly. There's, like, no rhyme or reason why it stops recording. But yeah, we got the Wii U pulled out here. It's just been collecting dust. I got, like, a new TV for Christmas, and I didn't know where to put the Wii U, so it's just been, like, kind of positioned behind the TV, not plugged up to anything, and apparently Mario Party 10 was inside there this whole time. I guess I played that one time in November. I was looking at my activity log, and I'm like, wow, I haven't played this at all. Yeah, I played, like, Mario Party 10, like, I guess one round of Amiibo Party. I don't remember that at all. But it obviously happened because that's what the Wii U says. And then the other time I played it, like, was before, like, Splatoon 2 came out. I think, like, some point in August, July, or it would probably be in July, but it was exclusively, like, in August. I think I got, like, Mario Tennis. What is it called? Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. I'm just trying to read the bookshelf. I have Mario Party 10 pulled out a little bit because, like, my shelf can only hold, like, I think 14 or 15 games exclusively. Well, I mean, like, that's just how much space there is. But if I put in as many games as there are, then I really had to, like, figure out how to get the games out because they're, like, perfectly cramped in there. And it's, like, not super tight, but it's not loose enough for me to, like, jam one of my fingers in between two games and, like, kind of, like, hook it out. But, yeah, let's go into college then. Like, this semester kind of sucked, because, like, I was doing 2 online classes, and I've never done an online class before. And, like, just the way that both of my professors handled it makes me, like, not want to do online courses ever again. So, like, okay, one of them was, like, a grammar class, so you go on this one website, like, you have to buy a book that has, like, an access code. And then you just do, like, weekly assignments. And, like, that was pretty easy, because, like, he just gives you, like, 1 chapter a week. But then, like, it's even simpler than that, because, like, there'll be, like, 4 training assignments, and then, like, just, like, 1 real assignment. And the real assignment is usually just, like, I mean, sometimes it would be, like, just 5 questions. Sometimes it would be, like, 10 or 20. And then, like, very rarely it would be, like, 50 questions or something. Although those, like, 50 question stuff was usually reserved for, like, quizzes. And, like, I'm not saying grammar is stupid, but it's fucking stupid. Like, oh, did I not edit out that battle? Oh well. We're just gonna keep it in there. Because it's really hard to, like, remove audio that I'm talking about and then, like, somehow realign it. It's not a big deal for me. I mean, it's only, like, 10 seconds. Yeah, but, fucking A. No, like, the grammar, like, I don't know what a fucking gerund is. Like, I had to Google what a gerund is, like, 4 times. If you want to know how to spell gerund, it's G-E-R-U-N-D, I think. But, yeah, like, all those assignments were bad. Like, another thing where it's like, oh, is it, like, her, or is it she, or is it he, or is it him? And, like, sometimes it would make sense, but, like, most of the time it's like, who says she? Like, that woman is she, instead of that woman is her. Like, I suppose it would make sense if you're, like, fucking born, like, 100 years ago, but no one says that today. And, like, they'll even be like, oh, like, English grammar, I mean, just, like, or, like, every single language's grammar is, like, always evolving and changing. So, why isn't this rule changing? Like, no one talks like that. No one does. I mean, it makes sense if it fits and it sounds right. But, like, yeah, I suppose that woman is she. It is proper and it does kind of make sense. But, like, her sounds even better. So, like, just use the word her. Like, what's the problem? What's the fucking problem? And, like, in that class, like, so the teacher would, like, send an email every week and be like, okay, like, you guys kind of suck, but that's okay. Like, that was really, like, what his emails were. He'd be like, oh, this is, like, an entry-level course. Like, you all, like, all of your grades on this assignment averaged, like, a fucking, like, 68% or something kind of shitty and low. But he'd be like, oh, I'm not surprised. Like, you guys are just below average my other classes, but you gotta have an average some way or another. Like, oh, thanks for looking at it that way. But, like, yeah, email us that there's an assignment, and then it'd usually just be like, I would usually just skip the emails, and then, I don't know if it's because I would skip them. I mean, like, I wouldn't throw them in the trash. I would just open them, take a look for, like, 10 seconds. I would just skim through it. But then, like, sometimes if there's a quiz, like, on the school's website, or D2L, I don't know how often, or how common other colleges and schools are using D2L. But, yeah, we use D2L. And so sometimes there would be quizzes on there. And, like, there's, like, the entry, or, like, the Learn How Stupid You Are quiz that you do that's not graded at the beginning of the semester. And, like, I think I got, like, a D on that. And then, I don't remember what the order of the quizzes were, but there were, like, 2 other random quizzes, I think, and those were, like, 10 points or something. And then a midterm, but I totally forgot about the midterm. But what's worse is that the email that the professor sent me that, like, reminded us about the midterm was that it was put in my trash, or not in my trash, but, like, it was put in my spam, and, like, I check my emails on my iPod Touch, and I don't think there's a way to check for spam emails. And so I didn't know about it until I was, like, looking through the emails on my laptop, because, like, I can't send emails on my iPod Touch, or at least on my school email for some reason. So, like, I was emailing one of my professors, and I just decided to check the spam, because it said, like, 20 or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that's a lot of spam, like, let's check it out. And it's like, oh, midterm quiz in the spam. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then it was, like, already 2 weeks late, and, like, the professor's like, okay, like, you can retake it if you have, like, a doctor's note or something. But it's like, like, forged doctor's note, and you're, like, 2 weeks late. Like, yeah, that's never gonna work, so don't even try it. I don't even know what a doctor's note looks like, because I don't go to the doctor, because I play life pretty safe around here. But, like, yeah, I just, didn't have a midterm, or, yeah, so, like, I was just like, ah, shit. And then I was lucky that so the professor had, like, a final that you could, like, practice taking. And so you had, like, 10 attempts on that. Obviously I procrastinated it and only did 1 attempt when he was, like, like, oh, by the way, the practice test won't be available, like, the second the final is actually open, which totally makes sense. I didn't really consider that, because I'm stupid. But, like, yeah, I did the practice test, and then, just to be smart, I, like, just recorded a little video of, like, all the questions I got wrong, and then, like, later I, like, transcribed it onto paper. So then I had, like, a video to reference the questions, and then I also could just, like, write it down. And then if I wrote them down, like, I wish, like, professors would do this more. Just do, like, presentations where the students have to write stuff down. Because I, like, me personally, I will remember stuff a lot easier if I write it down. Because, like, I'm not zoning out. I am, like, focused on what I'm writing down. And, like, I guess I can listen to you. It's, like, perfect. Like, I'm focused like 200% on your lecture by you having me write down notes on the stuff you're talking about right now. But they don't do that anymore. Like, I guess I'll get to that in a bit, but like, yeah, the grammar class, like, once I got to the finals, like, I had my, like, video and notes of, like, what I got wrong, and then I find out that the final is, like, what was that, like, 50 or 60 questions? No, it was 50 questions in 60 minutes. Which is an hour for those doing the math in their head, following along. So, yeah, I was lucky that the final was the exact same questions. So, like, technically speaking, I should have gotten 100%, but there were some questions I guessed on that I got right, so there was no way of me knowing what the right answer was, unless, like, I just, like, remembered what I guessed, which didn't happen. So, I was like, okay, I didn't have a midterm, so I need to get, like 45 out of 50 or even better to, like, be safe that I passed. And I think I got 40 out of 50, so that was, like, still pretty good. I ended up passing with, like, a D... I don't know if it was just a solid D or a D- or a D+. I'd have to go back and check, even though I was just looking at that, like, a few days ago. Looking at that D. But, yeah, that was, like... I shouldn't have failed that, because I mean, if only I did the midterm, like, we'd be fine, but yeah, that was awful. And then my other online course, that one was, like, structured right, and then it just became, like, a shit show. But, like, I still got an A, even though I don't think I deserved an A. I think I deserved a B, or a B plus at best, even though I doubt that, like, I should have had a B plus either. But, like, that class is, like, okay, like, every Tuesday at 2 p.m., like, log into your laptop, go on a D2L, teacher's gonna do, like, a little video chat, like, explain the homework. Except that, like, she just stopped doing that after the third week. I mean, like, I think there were about 40 kids enrolled into her class, but, like, only, like, 7 or 8 of us, like, actually showed up to her video chat. And it wouldn't be, like, all of us, like, on video, like, together. It would just be, like, her on video, and then she's, like, demonstrating a thing, and then we're all just in a chat, where we can see each other's names. But, like, we were using, like, I don't remember what it was. It was, like, Google Docs, but, like, some student, or side study that was called. And, like, that was kind of stupid, because, like, so she would give us, like, videos or something to watch, and then, like, answer questions based on the video. And then, okay, so, like, you type in your answer, and then you submit it. But, to make it dumb, then you had to reply to 2 other people's answers, and, like, it would usually just be like, oh, you got the right answer, like, good job, because, like, her questions weren't, like, philosophical, where, like, any answer could be the correct answer. It was just, like, it's either A or it isn't, okay? And, like, so I don't know how you're supposed to give, like, positive feedback to someone who got the answer, like, 100% correct. Like, oh, what's a use for YouTube? And then you just put, like, oh, like, you can, like, for advertisers, like, oh, you can, like, advertise your product on YouTube by making a video, and then, like, engage with people in the comment section, although I don't think any PR is doing that on YouTube comments. And just, like, stuff like that. And it's, like, unless you put, like, oh, YouTube isn't for advertisers, like, that, like, then you just be like, you should rethink your answer. Like I said, it's just like A or B. And then how did that course go later on? Then like we had to do this other thing. I forgot what the website was called, but like she would give us like 2 or 3 questions to answer, and then we had to like use our laptop camera to like film us like answering the question. It was just like really awkward. I didn't like really watch any other people's answers because it probably would have been like blah 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 like how mine was. But like you're supposed to, like, I guess in some of the assignments you're supposed to like reply to people again. Then the replies just would have been like, "Wow, you're on track. Like, good job." Unless like it was the question like, "Oh, like what's your major or whatever." You're like, "Oh, like what are you planning on doing?" Like, I mean, I don't care about what other people are doing. I barely even care what I'm doing in this class. But yeah, that's how that course went. Well, I mean, that's just how the first half went. And then like the second half, she finally had projects. And it was like, one was a research project, and I fucking hate research projects because like, so our school has like this database, like the school's website library tab has a database of like resources, but like none of the resources are useful because like it's either like 30 pages or okay, so like. Let's say there's 10 things, like 7 of those sources you can't even access unless you pay money, or it will just give you like a 1-paragraph summary, which is like not useful at all, because like you can't really reference a summary of an article unless it's like in the conclusion part, but it's not even the conclusion, it's just the summary. And so like okay, those are 7 sources you can't use, and then of the 3 sources you can use, there's a good chance that like the topic will be like not exactly what you're looking for, and then even with that, then there's a really good chance that if you do find a resource you can use that like matches your topic, it'll be like 30 pages or something. It's like, gee, do I have 3 hours to read this article that might not even be useful? Like for a college class, like it's just not worth it for me. But yeah, I somehow passed that. I mean, okay, so I got like 100% on the research paper. She must not be like grading very strictly, which is to my benefit. And then like we had to make an infograph using our like research. And like, okay, I'm lucky that I know how to use Photoshop like pretty well. I mean, I don't know how to do like advanced stuff or like draw or anything, but or like recreate a human's face using like just like face textures and whatever. But I mean, I can like patch stuff together, and like so I made a really shitty infograph, but like I don't think she was expecting like these like masterful arts and crafts. Like, okay, look at the screen here, look at the screen. Like, it became A, B, C, D backwards. I don't understand how that sprite went. I did some cool editing there, that's neato, I guess. But yeah, like, so the infograph I got like 100% on too. Like I said, I don't think she's like a strict grader, which works for me. And then like her final paper was like, it was like, summarize your experience in this class as a story. And so it's like, what? As a story? Like, do I just make up characters? Am I the character? I made myself the character. I didn't want to be like Chucky the bear. He went to school. What a silly bear he was. He didn't do any of his homework on time. He waited till the last minute. Like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not going to roast myself as Chucky the bear. But, she also wanted to be in a conversational tone. And, like, don't tell a college student to write in a conversational tone, because, like, I wrote a paper I wasn't proud of because I couldn't use any big words, because it's like, okay, in a conversation no one's gonna use the word like isosceles triangle or something. I mean, I didn't use isosceles in the paper, or triangles for that matter, but like you don't just like talk to someone and say like isosceles triangle, you just say triangle. Like, you know, okay, there goes like describing words, I can't use any of those. And like, I don't know, I don't know how I did on that paper. I probably could check if I wanted to, but I got an A in the class, that's what matters to me. No looking back. I probably will have to do an online course next summer just to get like 3 credits, because like the way I'm doing classes right now is, I think, okay, so you need to get 120 credits to graduate, And at the end of my second year, like, you want to have, like, 60 credits, obviously. And so, I think I'm at, like, either 60 or 61. Most semesters I'm trying to get 15, although this current semester, I think I had either 13 or 14 just because the grammar class was only 1 credit. But I didn't want to add, like, a 6th class. I probably could. Every time I do class, bigger semesters, I'm always like 5 classes is a lot. I mean, everyone, like, tells you, like, 5 classes is a lot. Like, ooh, like, you're gonna have, like, a rough workload. And then you do it, and it's like, man, if I didn't procrastinate, I probably could have done, like, 6 or 7 classes. I mean, high school is, like, 6 classes. I mean, I had 2 opens. But, the earlier years, I'd say it was, like, 6 classes. And, yeah, I mean, we're almost wrapping up this episode. Did I not edit that? Man, I'm fucking lazy in this editing. I was a lot lazier with the edit, or it was a Paris, so I fight it. Yeah, there we go. No, like, I was a bit lazier with the editing on this Let's Play. Like, when I was doing Sapphire, I was, like, actually watching every single episode that I edit. But, because I'm like, oh, what if there's a wild encounter when I'm, like, inside this building? But, like, now it's just like, okay, if I'm in a gym and I'm in a building, I probably won't even, like, worry about editing anything. And I'm not gonna, like, white out either, so, like, it's totally fine. But, yeah, I guess we'll talk about more college stuff on the next episode. And I'm surprised there hasn't been any phone rings yet. It's like 10:40 where I am right now. But yeah, we're gonna heal up, so thank you all for watching this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Red. I don't know if I said hope you enjoyed it already, but I hope you enjoy it even more, with more emphasis. Next episode we'll be going through, I don't know what route this is, but we're going to do the Nugget Bridge. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. What am I checking out? Who knows? Bye!